Hey everyone, this is Jen, and this is going to be a short yin flow sequence that focuses on the area of the center of the heart chakra. So we'll begin with a few shorter held yin yoga poses before moving into a few flow sequences. So we're going to begin the practice today in wide knee child's pose. And so for that, you may want to place a blanket on your mat so that you have some support for your knee joints. And I always like to start with my yoga blocks placed at the front short side of the mat. So if you're using blocks today, you might place the blocks there. You can bring your big toes together, slide your knees out somewhat wide, and we're gonna fold the body forward into the space between the inner thighs and inner knees. Now, a few options. One, you could stack your palms and you could make a little pillow for your forehead space. An option I've been working with lately is to take the arms out by the ears. Bring the hands together in prayer with the thumbs pointed up, pinky fingers down, and then rest the forehead on the mat. So there's still some bend in the elbows. Feeling the shin bones and the tops of your feet sink and settle downward. Letting the weight of your elbows, your forearms, and the outer edges of your hands also sink and settle downward. And connecting the attention of your mind to the flow of your inhalation and the flow of your exhalation. As your body gets settled in, you might find that your breath very naturally begins to deepen. If you like, you can add in a very soft ujjayi breath. So the ujjayi breath is where you're consciously becoming aware of the movement of the breath at the back of your throat. And there's almost like a sensation of almost hollowing out the back of the throat. And so the breath ends up becoming slightly audible. You can hear the soft sound of your inhale and your exhale. Taking about 1 to 2 more rounds of breath here. After your next exhale fully exits your body, we're going to go ahead and rock the hips up through the tabletop. So you can find your hands planted down and you can shift your hips up. Just slide your knees so that they're more underneath of your hips. We're going to thread the needle here on hands and knees. So we're just going to take the weight into the right hand and just let your left hand just slide up to your hip for a moment. Press down into your right hand. Get light through the center of the heart. And as you exhale, we're going to thread the left arm through the right hand and the right knee so that we come down to the left arm, the left shoulder, and the left ear. Now, if the head is hovering, this could be a good place to slide an extra blanket underneath of the left side of the head. So there are many options you could choose here. The one that I'll offer for today is just to keep the right elbow bent and keep the right hand slightly activated down into the floor. And as that happens, you'll feel your hips just, it's really light, but a light nudge to the left, a light twist through the ribs, and then you're going to feel that create more opening around your left shoulder blade. And if you know another variation of this pose that you'd like to take for today, please feel free. We'll take a few more rounds of inhale and exhale here. So last 1 to 2 cycles of breath. After your next exhale fully moves out of the body, can press a little more firmly into your right hand, and then just really slowly unthreading your left arm until your left hand comes back to the mat there in tabletop pose. Just taking a breath in, allow the belly to release and the heart to gently rise. As you exhale, press into your hands, draw your tailbone under, round through your back. And inhale as you find neutral. And so the right hand can come to the right hip as you ground through your left hand. And then we're going to breathe out, slide the right arm through the left hand and the knee coming down to the right arm, shoulder, and the right side of the face. Then you can use your left hand to press down, and as you press down into the left hand, you're going to get this just really gentle kind of nudge of the hips over to the right, creating more openness around the right shoulder blade area, the back of the heart. Soft ujjayi breath at the back of the throat, that soft sound of the inhale and the exhale, keeping the mind focused and steady on the movement of your breath. Last 1 to 2 cycles. After your next exhale, press down into your left hand, unthread your right hand, bring the right hand back down, coming into tabletop pose. Spread through your fingers, inhale, let your belly release, and allow the center of your heart to rise up. And as you exhale, press a little more firmly into the balls of the feet so that you can float your knees up, bringing your body into the downward facing dog. So I pedal out through the knees for a moment, pedaling out through the feet. We're going to look up toward the thumbs and start to step the feet forward over the blanket. So you land in the forward fold pose, and then we're going to just soften in the knees, dangle the arms, and begin to draw the chin into the chest and just
Think of just rolling the spinal column upward till the shoulders end up landing over your hips. You're going to stretch your arms straight out from your heart, palms facing one another. Activate out through your fingers. You're going to cross your left arm on taps. You can keep crossing your arms until your hands connect to your opposite shoulder blades. Or if you like, you can let your forearms come toward one another in a variation of eagle arms, possibly forearms and hands wrap. So you might even take your feet maybe an extra inch or two apart. So you can definitely stay upright, or otherwise the dangling eagle pose, just still working through the upper back, the back of the heart. So you take a breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to let your knees soften and hinge your body forward, bringing your body down so that the body is relaxing in toward the thighs, chin releasing and relaxing in toward the chest bone. Taking the inhalation to draw the breath into the body through the nose, and as you're exhaling, let the breath move out of the body through the mouth with a soft sighing sound. One more inhale and one more exhale. So here, allowing your arms to unwind while you're in the forward fold, just begin to bend your knees and let your arms start to go out to the sides, rising upward, coming up. And as you reach up, just take a moment, exhale, let your arms come down, and you might widen your feet and just give a little gentle rack. So just give some twisting motion, releasing through the pelvis and the lower back region with a gentle spinal twist. Okay, and let's take that dangling eagle pose on the second side. So you're gonna let your feet turn to face the short side of the mat, maybe a little bit wider than frontal hip bone distance. Stretch your arms out in front of your heart. Take a breath in, and as you're exhaling, cross your right arm on top. So remember, you can simply wrap your hands to your shoulder blades. You could allow your forearms to wrap, or you can allow your hands to also double wrap. And feel free, you could stay with your body upright or take a breath in. And then as you exhale, you can start to bend at your knees so your body begins to have that sort of hinge out and over. So I like to keep at least a little bit of a bend in my knees so that I get some tip of the pelvis forward to help create a little more length in the low back. So you can even kind of sway a little bit through the torso, consciously release and relax through the head. You can take your breath in, drawing the breath into the body through the nose. Exhale, breathing out through the mouth. Deep inhale. One more inhalation. And then unwinding your arms. You can move your feet just a little bit closer so they land under your frontal hip bones. You're going to inhale, let your knees bend. Let your arms reach out, straight out to the sides as you reach long through your spine. This variation of it's like a chair position with a half lift in the spine. And as you're exhaling, bring your hands down, and then you can send your hips up into forward fold as you fold into the legs. Inhale, bend your knees and reverse your swan dive. So let your arms rise upward to the sky. Exhale, prayer hands coming together, softness in your knees as you fold your body forward over your legs, releasing your hands. So that variation of that chair with the arms going out to the side. So inhale, bend at your knees, let your arms go out like big wings, reach long through your head, and exhale as you bring your hands down and allow your hips to reach upward, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, big circle sweep of your arms. Reach your arms nice and long. One more time. Exhale, prayer hands coming through the heart, hinging the body forward over the legs, coming in to forward bend. Inhale, let your knees bend. You're going to take your arms out to the sides. Reach long through the crown of your head. Exhale as you bring your hands down. Send your hips up. So this time keeping the knees fairly straight. Inhale, half lift, fingertips on the blocks, the floor or your shins. Exhale, take your right foot back. Lower your right knee down into the low lunge pose. Inhale, sweeping your arms upward and along the sides of your face, taking a breath in. Exhale, cactusing your arms. Let your elbows bend. Feel the center of your heart rise up. Inhale as you sweep your arms back up by your ears. As you exhale, land your left hand on your left hip. Right hand lands on the outer left thigh. Lean the body a little forward and take a mild twist. And then let's do that flow again. So inhale, sweep your arms up by your ears. Exhale, cactusing at the elbows, feeling a light lift of your heart. Inhale, reach your arms back up by your ears. Exhale, left hand to left hip, right hand to outer left thigh, gentle twist to the left. Inhale, sweep your arms back up to the center. Exhale, frame your front left foot. Lift your right knee, spin your right heel down for warrior two. Inhale, cartwheel your arms around. Let your body face the right long side of your mat. Flip up your left palm. As you inhale, let your right hand land on your right thigh. Arc your body back into reverse. Feel your left knee reach toward the front short side of your mat. Last breath in. As you exhale, let your hands cartwheel around, frame your front foot, spin off your back heel, bend your right knee, press off the foot and step forward. Take an inhalation, lift out through your spine halfway, and as you're exhaling, take your left foot, step it back. Lower your left knee down to the mat and breathe in, let your body rise up, stretching your arms nice and long by the sides of your face. Next exhale, cactus your arms. Center of your chest rises up. Inhale as you sweep your arms by the sides of your face, and as you exhale, right hand to right hip, left hand to the outer right thigh, turn and twist. Inhale as you rise back up. Activate through the palms, spread through the fingers. Exhale as you cactus. Inhale as you reach your arms nice and long. Exhale, right hand to right hip, left hand to outer right thigh. Inhale as you spin back around, activating through your palms as you reach up through your fingertips. Exhale as you frame your right foot. Lift your back knee, spin your back heel down to the floor, rising up, warrior two. Inhale, cartwheel your arms around, facing the left long side of the mat as you flip up your right palm. Inhale, let your left hand land on your thigh and arc your body to the back. Taking a deep breath in to feel your right knee reach forward, stretch long through the right arm. Exhale, cartwheel your arms around, framing your right foot, turn off your back heel, bend your back left knee and press off so that you can step forward, coming into the halfway lift. Reach out nice and long through the crown of the head. Exhale, step your right foot back, keeping the right knee lifted this time. Inhale, scooping the arms up the sides of the body, rising up into the warrior lunge. So you might keep maybe a soft bend in the right knee to help draw the tailbone down. And then take a breath in, and as you exhale, let your arms sweep out to the sides. The hands can land on the hips with the elbows drawing back, or you might opt to interlock the hands. Draw the shoulder blades toward one another as you send your knuckles down toward the floor, getting a light lift upward of the heart, slight lift of the chin. Taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, hands are releasing, coming down to frame the front foot. Right hand is landing on the earth or the block. Left hand comes to the left hip. Feel the back of your right thigh bone lift up toward the sky, and then stretch your left arm up. Revolved high lunge. Taking a deep inhale. And then as you're exhaling, the left hand is coming down, the block is moving forward. Bend your back right knee, press up, step forward, take a halfway lift with your spine, grow long through the base of the spine, through the crown of the head. And then as you're exhaling, the left foot is stepping back. So a little bit of softness in the left knee, and you're inhaling, scooping your arms up, reaching your arms up by your ears. So you can keep that soft bend in the left knee, or possibly take the knee a little more straight. Just focus on drawing the tailbone down, long through the spine. Breathe in, exhale, hands sweep out, coming either to the crest of the hips. You can point your elbows back, or you can interlock your hands. Draw your shoulder blades toward one another. Send the knuckles down as you elevate up through the heart and through the chest. Take a inhale and an exhale. One last breath in, and as you're exhaling, your hands will come down to frame your right foot, left hand on the floor or the block. Right hand rises to the hip, back of the left thigh bone lifts up. Turn through the belly, turn through the heart. Right hand stays at the hip or stretches upward to the sky. Take a inhale. On your next exhale, bring your right hand down. Shift the block forward. Press off the back ball of the foot. Step forward. Take a halfway lift with your spine. Exhale as you're folding into your legs. Inhale, letting your knees bend as you circle sweep your arms by the sides of your face. See if you can keep your arms by your ears. We're going to lean the body over to the right in this variation of a standing side bend. So ground down through your feet, draw the lower ribs toward one another, and stretch out nice and long through your arms, through your palms, and activate out through your fingers. Taking your breath in, rising up to the center, and then we're going to tip down to the opposite side. So draw the feet to the floor, draw the belly button in, and then lean out to the left. Feeling the openness across the right side body. And then inhaling, rising up through the center. Exhale, prayer hands coming through the heart as you hinge the body over the legs. So if you like, the blanket's back there, so I might just fold it up one time, widen the feet, set the heels onto the blanket, and allow the heels to slightly spin in, toes to slightly spin out as you let your hips drop down into garland malasana. You could stay with your hands on blocks or the floor. Hands could come up in the prayer. I'm also going to offer a twist here, so you can hook your left arm in front of your left shin bones. Your right hand might just pull up to the right chest as the elbow draws up, or if you like, stretch the right arm up. I like to gaze down just to keep the tension low in the neck. Breathe in, and then as you're exhaling, come back through the center. You can take your right arm, possibly hook it in front of your right shin bones. Left hand might pull up to the chest so that the elbow point can come up, staying there or stretching the left arm up toward the sky. Taking one more breath in as you exhale, coming through to the center, and then lowering your hips down to the floor. So from here, we're going to be coming down onto the spine. So you might shift your pelvis off of your blanket support, and then bring your body down to the mat. Let your knees bend so that your feet can come flat. You can point your knees up and then take a few windshield wiper twists. And then you can draw the feet a little closer together. Pick up your right knee and thigh, your left knee and thigh. Wrap your hands around to your shin bones. A little gentle rock there across your low back spine. You can stay in this position here. Option for happy baby. Let the knees move a little wide. Take the ankles up over the knees. Reach up for your feet. So I always like to think about my knees just activating down toward the floor a little bit while the feet press into the hands. Almost feels like the feet are reaching upward toward the ceiling. And last exhale. Right, one last hug of the thighs in toward the ribs. Plant the left foot and the right foot out. Extend out through your legs and up through your arms. Last inhale. And as you're exhaling, bring your arms down by your hips. Turn your palms to face upward toward the sky. And allow the weight of your body to sink and settle. At your home, you can opt to stay here for a bit longer. If you're feeling ready, you can allow your knees to bend one at a time so your feet come flat. You're going to roll your body to the right or to the left, and as you arrive on your side, you're going to press your hands down into the floor and slowly rise up. As you come to your seat, let your hands join together at your heart. Sit tall. The light within me bows to that same light that exists within you. Namaste.